It's 6 a.m. Good morning. This is The Gist on nggist.com. Today, the Nigeria Police Force responds to corruption claims, a transatlantic custody battle over musical collaborations, political reflections on presidential endorsements, and the Super Eagles' race for World Cup redemption. We begin with law enforcement accountability. The Nigeria Police Force has pushed back against widespread public perceptions of systemic corruption. Force spokesperson ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi stated it was unfair to generalize officers as corrupt, asserting that many have a fear of God. This follows viral social media criticism equating police conduct with endemic graft. While acknowledging bad eggs, Adejobi emphasized disciplinary measures against misconduct, including holding supervisory officers accountable. Critics, however, cite Transparency International's 2023 report ranking Nigeria 145th globally in public sector integrity. Civil society groups argue procedural reforms, not rhetoric, are needed to rebuild trust. In entertainment news, American rapper Kanye West has ignited fresh controversy by releasing a track featuring his 11-year-old daughter, Northwest, and Sean Diddy Combs, currently facing federal sex trafficking charges. Kim Kardashian reportedly sought legal intervention to block the song Lonely Roads Still Go to Sunshine, citing concerns over North's welfare and Diddy's ongoing trial. Legal experts suggest the case may test California's child entertainment laws regarding parental consent. The track, which includes a Diddy voiceover thanking West for support, has drawn mixed reactions. Child advocacy groups warn of potential exploitation, while streaming platforms report a 200% spike in listens since Monday. Back in Nigeria, former Kaduna Governor Nasir El-Rufai has revealed that President Bola Tinubu's allies were aware of credential controversies during the 2023 election campaign. In a BBC Hausa interview, El-Rufai, now with the opposition SDP, stated, "We supported Tinubu based on his Lagos governance record, despite Chicago issues. Analysts view this as rare public confirmation of internal APC concerns about Tinubu's academic verification saga." The presidency has yet to respond, but APC spokesperson Felix Morka dismissed the remarks as sour grapes from sidelined actors. Political analysts suggest this could strain relations ahead of 2027 elections. And from our sports desk, a Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen has called for urgency in Nigeria's 2026 World Cup qualifying campaign. With just 3 points from 4 matches, the team faces must-win fixtures against Rwanda and Zimbabwe. Osimhen told BBC Sport Africa, "Missing Qatar 2022 was devastating. We cannot fail our generation again." Manager Finidi George faces mounting pressure, with Nigeria risking its first World Cup absence since 2006. The CAF statistics show only 12% of teams recover from such poor stats to qualify. We continue with the rest of our stories right after this commercial. Don't go away.
Culture says stand. Culture says be defiant. Don't just light a match when you can become the fire. Be as bright as yellow and be the sun. Let people know that for the body to make sense, you must become the source. You must stand as strong as Umarok. Go to your roots and make sure you rise as the Iroko. There's knowledge and it's okay to become the Aitunu. We have over 500 languages, so feel free to become the multilingual. Prepare near the Afrobeat, so break your backs like Tinubu dances. There are many dying techniques, but make sure you come out as Adire. Command the airwaves to give way. Be bold in Ashoke and don't forget the game. We are too original to be anything less. What we have is real and authentic. We are home of biodiversity and we've not even reached our plateau. Our natural beauty is peak. From the rugged peaks of Jos Plateau to how our men are built, and the groundbreaking beauty of our women. We're too good to be just food for thought. We know how to make the belly feast with offensala and pounded yam, the fame and splendor of abacha, digbegi, with tuoshin kafa or amala. Our indigenous food will tell you that there's always food at home. MTN is bridging the gap to see Nigeria. The firewood jollof don't need plantain to make sense, just by the look. Because way before Mongo Park we knew where our rivers go. We're more than the river Niger and Benue. We're more united than the confluence we full ground. We're not Cyclops from X-Men, we see Nigeria. This is MTN Sight and Sound. And culture says be everywhere you go. This is how I see Nigeria. What do you see?
Welcome back. You're still listening to The Gist on nggist.com. I'm yours truly, Edidion Nsima. We continue. Indian authorities have dismantled a major international drug network, arresting 2 South African women and recovering 37.87 kilograms of MDMA worth 75 crore, that is $8.6 million. Karnataka state's largest over seizure. The suspects, identified as Bamba Fanta, 31, and Abigail Adonis, 30, were detained in Bengaluru March 14th after a 6-month investigation. Police Commissioner Anupam Agrawal confirmed they used fake passports to traffic drugs via 59 flights between Delhi and Bengaluru over 18 months, allegedly supplying Nigerian distributors. The breakthrough followed the earlier arrest of Nigerian national Peter Ikedi Belongu, a key figure in the syndicate, from whom 6.248 kilograms of MDMA was recovered. Belongu, previously charged under India's SAFEMA Act in 2023 for money laundering, faces fresh narcotics charges. Commissioner Agrawal stated, "We're collaborating with the Narcotics Control Bureau to trace the MDMA's origin and international links. The CCB team has been recommended for Karnataka's Chief Minister's Medal for their efforts." Nigeria's Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, is investigating Andrew Uchi, personal assistant to the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, over alleged money laundering and bribery exceeding 10 billion naira. Uchi, detained since March 10, is linked to properties worth 6 billion naira in Abuja, Benue and Plateau states. EFCC sources allege 1.6 billion naira was funneled through bureau de change operators to purchase luxury vehicles. This comes weeks after Akume touted Nigeria's prosecution of 100-plus terrorist financiers under the national AML-CFT strategy. Uchi's lawyer, Barrister Joseph Adejo, dismissed the allegations as baseless, though EFCC insiders confirm the probe remains active. On the defense front, Operation Fansan Yama reports strategic gains. Terrorist commanders Abu Rade and Umar Black surrendered in Katsina state following sustained aerial bombardments. Meanwhile, notorious bandit leader Torji Kachala has released all hostages, with experts attributing this to military pressure. Chief of Army Staff Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluede reaffirmed plans to scale up troops' skills to counter emerging threats. This follows January's SAFEMA Act conviction of Belongu, highlighting cross-border ties between narcotics and terror financing. A quick weather outlook before we go. Thunderstorms forecast in Lagos and Abuja remain persistent, while Port Harcourt enjoys clear skies. Now a look at the main stories again. India cracks down on Africa-linked drug cartel. 37.87 kilograms of MDMA seized. EFCC deepens probe into SGF's aid amid corruption claims. Military declares a progress against insurgents in Northwest. For continuous updates, visit nggist.com. For continuous updates and to place your advertisements, please visit nggist.com. I am Edidiong Nsima for the NG Gist News Bulletin. Good morning.